G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JAWOODLE, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, where we are back to continue our hardcore specialist series into day 5 of our perception tree build. But so far, we're doing pretty good. We now have our wonderful cement mixer over here, still cranking out some goopy goodness that will make our base all the stronger in a little bit. But today is actually a pretty important day in the scheme of your first week. So I need to go now that I have my cement mixer and I have some decent weapons, I need to go and get the resources to make more and more concrete so that I can build myself a good base come day 7. I have like most of the important stuff. For example, I do have quite a lot of cobblestone in here. Cobblestone makes flagstone blocks, which you can use to actually be like the foundation, and then you upgrade those, goes from flagstone to cobblestone, again using cobblestone blocks to do the upgrade, and then concrete to upgrade to a wet concrete block. So they all go kind of hand in hand, and in doing that you can kind of just skip making a wooden base. Make something strong to start with and not have to worry about the zombies tearing it to shreds. But to do that, I'm gonna have to go down to the construction site down here. We've been there before, and I'm getting a little bit more confident now that I have my rifle and my spears. I'm starting to feel like I can start heading out earlier in the day, so like when it's still nighttime. Whatever I come across now, as long as it's not like a full-on zombie horde, I should be pretty good to take it on. Something really big and really, well, causing big issues, I can try and outrun them for the last 15 minutes of nighttime, but we can start getting a little bit braver with our better weapons and, you know, some better tactics to take on the zombies as well. We can really start to have our own way and start to become more confident fighting the zombies. So I'm gonna head out early. There's no zombies around anyway, so it's easy to be brave. You've got nothing to come up against, I suppose. But we'll head down to that construction site. We'll grab some stone, some sand, some cement stuff, some cobble, basically anything that's in that place I'm gonna be taking with me. I'm gonna leave no pallet unharvested. This is the joint. Look at all the stuff we have here. So as I was talking about at the end of the last episode, to make concrete, you need sand, you need stones, and you need cement mix as well. So those blue bag pallets there give you cement mix. This is a giant pile of sand, and this is a giant pile of stone. So everything I need here, if that cement mixer there was working as well, that'd be even more of a dreamboat, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So everything that I need is already here. Yes, there are some zombies in this place, and I will go raiding through there in a second, but I kind of want to just like hash out. Oh, that was weird. I kind of hit the sand but didn't actually hit the sand. I kind of want to just get this out of the way to start with before I start getting potentially burdened down with whatever I find inside. I'd rather make sure I have this done now, not forget about it later, because half the problem with this game, rather than overcoming the trials and tribulations of the actual game's challenges, half the problem for me is overcoming the challenge of just being me. I'm an idiot and I forget the things I'm supposed to be doing all the bloody time. My own muppetry causes me more issues than the game actually does. So if I try and, you know, avoid that to start with, just do the thing I have to do now rather than putting it off and hoping I remember, I think that's going to negate half the bloody problem. It is kind of funny to me that, like, over the journey, when you play this game enough, you get so used to spending most of your time in, like, late mid to late game when you have good tools and good weapons, and you kind of forget what the Stone Age of 7 Days to Die is like. When you cruise around with nothing but a couple of blunt stones on getting some pretty average quality sticks, and just kind of been expected to figure it out, you know? It's like, coming back and trying to dig everything up with a stone shovel, it's refreshing in a negative way to be reminded of how hard it is in the early game. Once you get to like iron tools or especially steel tools, you breeze through this. One shot to each block, you'll be like in here and out of here and done before the sun's even made it over the first cloudy horizon. But now, you know, this will be half my day. I just lost that block too. Although, did drop some sand, thank you. This will be half my day now, just going through and digging up each one of these blocks. It takes time, but I feel like it's a worthwhile investment. I finally dug down this entire pile of sand. I have 462, it's not very much, but there is one more. The next layer down is still sand. If you keep going down, it just turns into regular clay or stone or wherever it might be, whatever biome you're in. In fact, is there any deserts nearby? Probably not. I don't know. I barely even mentioned out of my first town though. I've tried not to get too ambitious. Clearly, if you were living in a desert town or a desert biome, you wouldn't have to worry about sand at all. It'd be bloody everywhere. Just walk outside and drag your nose through all the dusty stuff and you'll come up with enough sand to build yourself a castle. But you've got to take advantage of the sand wherever you can find it if you don't live in that. So one extra block down. I don't think it goes any further. No, it doesn't. You can see I'm starting to get like clay and grass now. So one block further down is the normal biome. But that sand pile itself does extend one further block than you think it does. I've dug out a nice trench here. There's probably some more on the sides. In fact, it does look like there is, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm burning through my stamina so quickly. I might want to actually raid the POI I'm standing next to see if I can find some nutrients or sustenance or hydration in the kitchen. I'll come back for the rest of that stuff in a moment. But if I can find some fluids on me, I'm getting pretty thirsty as well. If I can find some way to get some of that into me, I can dig faster because my stamina will regen even quicker. I don't think there's anyone up there. There's normally a zombie spawn up on that rafter up there, but it looks pretty clear. Yeah, someone's snoring somewhere. I hear. I'll deal with you in a tick. Just let me find out where you are. Nope, I'll hide. Oh, fuck. There you are. There you are. You were hiding where I least suspected you. The last spot I was going to look is always where it is. Was it just you, though? Nope. Also had a friend. Don't know why I went with a power stroke. Don't know why I went with throwing the spear. I know, like, throwing a spear makes a lot of sense, but it drains your stamina so quickly. It's usually a bad idea. I don't know. I just got angry. I just wanted to yeet it, and it worked out okay. So, oh well. All's well that ends well. Make sure you grab the working stiffs box up in the ceiling up here. What have you got for me? No, thank you, but yes, thank you. I'll just take you for the stone. All right, now, down into the kitchen. There should be some zombies sleeping all over the place in here. It's usually pretty busy. Anyone behind here? No? Wow, they're like not anywhere where I expect them to be. Maybe there's like not enough zombies spawning in here for me to know where they're going to be. There's usually one. Let's quickly just miss the shot entirely. Can I try that again, please? There we go. That's better. There's usually one in the corner there and one behind here, but I guess there aren't that many zombies, so there's just not this time around. Is there only one zombie in this level? I don't think there's any other spawns in here. No. Oh, fuck. Yes, there is. Where the hell did you come from then? I honestly have no bloody idea. Remember what I was saying about how I'm my own worst enemy, and if I'm gonna get fucked up, it's because I do something dumb? Let that be a prime example of things that I do really stupidly and get myself in all sorts of trouble. That's what I needed though. Grab some water out of you. Hopefully there's some more around. Wow, there's so many like raidable cupboards in here. Nothing, some soup. Come on, give me some more water. Got an extra jacket with some extra dye. And nitrate powder. Wow, that's a real bloody disappointment. What a terrible kitchen. That's terrible. There we go. I mean, it's not much, but at least it's something. I'll actually eat that sham straight away. I will scrap those cans. I'll scrap the pipe as well. You give me water and food, which actually kind of helps right now. So I'll quickly slurp you down. Now you modify, take the yellow dye and just scrap you because I'm already wearing one. And let's dye this yellow, just cause. Dyes actually do nothing. They don't actually help in any way, shape, or form. It just looks cool. I like having, well, I like having my spear look like it's been pissed on all morning, but that's fine. That's fine, just like get it all over your hands. We'll finish off raiding this place, because we're already mostly done. There's a couple of zombies down here, which isn't too much of a problem. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I haven't used my pipe bombs yet, and now seems like a great time. So, if you could all just wake up, please, and come over here. Yep, there's a couple of yous. If I can get them to all cluster up nicely down at the bottom of the stairs, that's going to be really good for me. Where'd the other guy go? Well, I mean, it's not a party unless you're all going to come with me. So let's just like do a little dance, move around just a little bit, stay away from them, try and get them to group up nicely. That looks good enough for me. Have that. I'm going to hide in the corner. Didn't hurt me, but it did murder a couple of you. You survived. Not for very long though. There we go. So yeah, it takes a little prep work to get like grenades and stuff to work for you, but if you get it right, it works out pretty well. Got myself some clothes finally, some overalls. Someone's mad at me upstairs as well. Well, just 2 seconds. You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. You replace my pants. All right, fair enough then. Let's modify you. Put them on me overalls instead. Modify. Yes, I know. Bloody hell. Calm down. They're so impatient. Scrap you. Can't even tell I'm wearing overalls, but okay, fair enough. What's going on? You having a sook? Having a whinge? Who even is? I can't even tell. I'll even help you. All right, we'll break open the door. We can have our reunion in a second. I just gave you a high five inadvertently. Sorry. That's fine. Let's make this nice and quick. It's 9 in the morning already, so I don't have time to be faffing about waiting for you to sort out how you use a door handle. There's more coming as well. All right, that's fine. Open the door, please. Nice work. Stab you in your super bloody cowboy hat before your friends show up. Nice. Who else is out here? I heard some more trundling. Ah, there you are. Well, you're on the other side of a fence, so learn to shoot, you muppet. There you go. Better. Jeez. Can't do anything these days. Ooh, an engine and a tier 5 stone shovel as well. Don't mind if I do. So I can scrap you and replace you with that one. Scrap that too. Repair. Looking pretty good. Scrap that one as well. Finding like a sneaky engine is just a good time. Even though I needed one yesterday for the cement mixer, like it would have saved me like half a day. If I'd have like raided that box before all of that, I would have had the engine sitting there ready and waiting for me. That's right, that's how the game goes sometimes. That's all of like the sneaky stuff out the back of this joint. So now I'm free just to loot the place. What have you got for me? Ammo pile, you've got ammo, surprisingly, but not the ammo that I need. Some more antibiotics and grain alcohol, always good. A tier 6 Blundy Boy. That is very interesting. Definitely worth like repairing you and selling you on. I'll take all of that. I am now over encumbered and cucumbered, so no good, but we'll deal with that in a moment. This is why I wanted to like go and do the stuff upstairs first, so the things I was harvesting already had a place in my inventory. I can deal with the rest of the garbage I find easy peasy. 1 ear of corn. Cheers for that. I'll just like slide that straight down, swallow it like a duck, no chewing involved. Another tier 5 shovel, but the rest of you guys are all worthless, so scrap for the stone. All right, cool bananas. Not much else down here, just some more resources. So let's harvest everything and get moving. Funnily enough, now that I've done that big pile of sand out the front, that's like the most tedious, that was a bit squeaky. That's like the most tedious part of these construction sites, is just breaking down the sand blocks. After that, it's just these pallets, which are relatively simple to do, only take a couple of swings, and it's like a very clear amount of how much more you have to do. So I don't know, it's probably the same thing, but I just prefer doing the pallets and I prefer doing the pile of sand out the front. Wait for my stamina to come back again. It's so slow. Boy, do I miss Sex T-Rex. I really do, especially like because it uses more stamina to use my tools and my stamina regen so much slower. It just feels like it takes so much slower now. I miss it. I really do. But it's part and parcel. You're specializing in a skill tree. That's some of the things you have to sacrifice. Bonza mate got to level up. I'm now level 12. So the next points, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go like infiltrator or animal tracker, but as I said yesterday, I never actually go hunting for animals. They're just kind of around. So I don't think I've ever actually put a point in animal tracker deliberately. Salvage operations could be good, but I have another engine anyway, so that's less important to me now. Treasure hunter, never really have a problem with it myself, especially if you're just like using that like dig down and spread out technique. You find it pretty easily all the time anyway. So I think it's just gonna have to go into rifles. Yeah, it's probably a good call. I can't go further into penetrator because I need level 6 perception, which costs me 2 points now to upgrade perception. That gets more expensive as you go. So 2 points there and 1 point there. So 3 more points to get level 3 penetrator. That's a problem for later, Josh. Like that's definitely like a week 2 kind of thing. So I think if I get all of these here to level 2, maybe level 3 by the time I get to Horde, that's not going to happen in the regular playthrough. Like at least like level 2 across the board is probably a good place to aim for. And then that should give me all the things I need to take on whatever comes for me. Day 7 hordes aren't too much of an issue. You definitely don't have to worry about it too much. Just some sort of defense and a decent weapon, and you're pretty much right. It's taken me like the entire morning, but we are finally almost done. Well, with the interior anyway. There is a whole bunch of stuff still outside for me to go and harvest as well, but I think that should do just about it. Yep, we're looking all good. Oh, nice and tidy. Don't need 3 lead. In fact, do I have lead on me? Got 1 glass jar. That can go away. Blunderbuss ammo. Not planning to use your blundy anyway, so no thank you. That can piss off. Rest of you might potentially have it used at some point down the road, so I'll keep you. That can go away as well. Got plenty of them back home. Always going to try and keep my inventory well managed and efficient, because otherwise, if I do find something good later on, like the 1 or 2 pieces of lead, I know, like, you know, if you're min-maxing, you probably want to keep that. Also, clearly, this guide series, I'm not min-maxing stuff. I'm just kind of playing the first week and dealing with whatever challenges the game throws at me, because it's always going to be different. You know, every game you drop into, especially in like random gen like this is, you're always going to have a different set of circumstances to try and take on. So I'm not min-maxing this, and I know some people will tell me that I should, but I don't find min-maxing fun. At the end of the day, playing games is about fun. I just want to, you know, set myself a goal and try and get there. And that goal is surviving. And that's what I'm trying to relay how I do that to you guys. So repair you guys and continue to break this stuff down. But yeah, like taking like the solitary pieces of lead or brass or nitrate, whatever you find in a cabinet, it's just not worthwhile. And I used to do that. I'll put my hand up and freely admit that not very long ago, I used to take that stuff. I was like, oh, I need lead or I need nitrate. Not worthwhile. If you find a mine, which are pretty easy to find, I'll probably show you guys how to find a mine tomorrow. Then you get way more than that in far less time. So there's no point taking the tiny little drips and drabs. Just wait until you go mining. You'll have all that you need. I think we're all done with this place now. There is some sand left over, but that's okay. All of like the main stuff, all the actual stuff is all harvested. What do we end up with? We got, what's that? 1,200 concrete. We got almost 1,000 stone and 700 sand. So sand is still lacking a little bit. That's all right. That's okay. That should be enough. Like, so it's like, it's 10 concrete, 10 concrete mix per upgrade, and it's like 20 to upgrade to reinforced concrete later on once it's dry. So having like 1,000 concrete is more than enough for your first base. But before I head back home, this game really is just throwing everything at me in like this first week. So as I talked about with those books and like having that extra damage for my spears from that book I found is so bloody good. I'm obsessed. I love finding books in 7 days. It's easy to find, easy to get, easy to read, and gives you good things for basically free. And the game knows that, so it's given me a book house and a cathedral, which are the two POIs in the game that are the best for finding books. So I can't turn it down. I can't turn it down. It's staring at me, it's pleading with me, it wants me to go inside it, and I'd be remiss if I didn't at least give it a red hot crack. So, real quick, let's build ourselves a sneaky box out the front. Go like this, keep my knife on me just in case, and put all of you just away for now. I'll come back for it in a moment, but I need to raid this place. I need to find myself some books, because if I find some more spear books before the horde, I'm laughing. If I find rifle books, if I find spear books, that's like the dream. So, I'm going in. I'm raiding. I'm doing it. I'm gonna find a library. Right after the bat, the game's looking after me again by giving me a cheeky froth. I'm not going to turn that down. In fact, I might just drink that now. If the game hands you a cold frothy, you're not going to say, yeah, nah, cheers, mate, and put it on the table and let it go stale. You put it in your gob and you enjoy every fizzly mouthful. Nothing there. Another cooking pot and some acid. After the first couple of cooking pots I find, I just start scrapping them after that. The really only thing you need them for is when you do want to make yourself a chemistry station down the track, which needs 3 cooking pots. But other than that, they're basically redundant. They're just free iron that you can just scrap for yourself and take with you. Sneaky bookshelf. What have you got? Pipe bomb schematic. I already know it because I spec'd in the demolitions, so I'll take you and maybe sell you. You're worth $160 redos. But if I get to the point where, you know, you're starting to be a burden, I'll just get rid of you. Let's dye you yellow as well. 1,000 yellow dye, in you go. Make sure we always reload our rifles. We've got a golden spear and a golden gun. Call me frickin' Scaramanga. I'll one-shot everything. Gonna open up these monster closets as well. It's probably, well, there you go. I was gonna say there's usually someone hiding in the hot tub over there, just like it's freaking Twitch in 2021. There's now hot tubs for some reason. Let's go here and actually hit a shot, please, Josh. If you missed this spot, you're going home. Didn't miss it, but didn't die either. All right, fair enough then. Like I got one of my spears back. Grab that one back again. Nope, no one's in the hot tub. All right, fair enough then. Don't think this game knows what year it is. Oh, that's a coupler. In fact, if you're just over there, can you hold on to that, please? Look at that. Right under his feet. Yeah, cop that. He lost a leg and he lost his life. Easy as you like. So if you do find like a little cheeky little cluster of zombies like that, absolutely roll with grenades or pipe bombs. Admittedly, I just rarely have them on nights other than horde nights. Sometimes I build bases. Ooh. I mean, I'll take you to sell. Normally I read everything I find, but I can't make sludges anyway, so may as well sell it for some dollary doos. But yeah, I normally only have grenades or explosive or whatever when I have something, oh, wheel, thank you very much, specifically designed for the horde base that I've got going on. So rolling with it in like a regular everyday carry isn't normally how it goes, but I see its value. It's fun, you know, cruising in a room like that where a bunch of zombies pop out at once and they're all like clustered together because they have separation anxiety. Just like throw a bomb in there and watch them go flying. It's a great idea, it's perfect. There it is. We're onto the main level now, and there is the library. So not only is there, well, the potential for 8 bookshelves there, I've only got 5, but through that door there's another like 6 potentials in there as well. So there's bookshelves all over this place. There's a reason it's called the book house. There's a reason why I love it so bloody much. Go like that. I was gonna say, usually they wake up regardless of how stealthy you're being. That's fine, it's just a bozzer. Put you down, finish you off. Ooh. I mean, This time it actually was me. It wasn't the one-armed man. I'll scrap you. Don't need the blundy ammo. Cardboard box. Painkillers. Good, good, good. Having some painkillers on you, always a good option. Down the track, when you have an abundance of first aid bandages, you start rolling with a stack of those instead of the regular ones, but I'm still trying to make sure I keep my regenerative abilities up to scratch. Tech junkie, craft robotic turret ammo, whatever. I'll read it anyway because I always like reading the books. Sniper volume 2. Leg shots cripple all but the strongest enemies. I have a chance to dismember. Don't know why you never take a leg shot if you could avoid it, but maybe if I miss one really badly and shoot someone in the calf, I can at least cripple someone. So yes, please. Sniper books are always good when I'm rolling this class. Run around the outside like this, and this might be another opportunity to run with a sneaky grenade or two. Oh wait, no, that's a bit further on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just finish this clown off. I haven't really talked about it, I just realized. Bond's about level 13, by the way, so extra skill points gonna go... Let's go demo. Let's try and keep them balanced. Now that I've got kind of like my main setup, trying to keep like my various weapon slots nice and balanced seems like the right thing to do. But I have barely talked about POIs and how they work. I actually see this a lot in comments and things like that about how like people get lost in POIs. Basically, all of the vanilla POIs, now I can't speak to user-made ones, because I clearly don't abide by the same rules, but all of the vanilla ones, you'll follow the lights. There will be a torch or a light or a candle, anything bright's gonna lure you through. Tune into your inner insect and follow the bright shinies. It might be a bug zapper, it might end up being a loot room, but that's how you find your way through. But then you find things like this. So this is the light, it's telling me to go that way, but it's also saying, hey, it's pointing this way, so there might be something in here. And in this case, some cowboy boots with some red dye. I'll actually take the dye out of you, strap them onto my little feetsies. No, I won't. They're also like to do with a cowboy. We don't know how I feel about cowboys. So that can go away. I'll put that red dye though. I'm gonna put that in my rifle. I wasn't really feeling the golden rifle thing. This isn't GoldenEye. I can't one-shot everything just by having gold dye on it, so never mind. Make sure you guys are reloaded. But because that torch is facing this way, it means I should probably investigate something, yeah? So through this wall, now I know this already, I know there's something here, but that's how you kind of figure it out. Something seems sus, so you go looking, and sure enough, on the other side of the wall, there's a weapons bag. Grab you, tier 6 club, no thank you. I'll just scrap you for the wood, I'll take the rest. I don't think there's anything else back there, but I'll double check it anyway. But yeah, it's like good to keep your eye out for little sneaky things like that where the game might be giving you a hint. As I said the other day, can just go through the bathroom as well, I suppose. You, like this game loves nothing more than hiding sneaky loots just in any nook and cranny it can. All right, now we're up to the part that I thought I was before. This is where all the zombies are gonna come out. There's usually one hiding in the kitchen. G'day, one in the cupboard over there. If you were at a later game stage, this would be where like some ferals and stuff would be. It'd be a reasonably bad time. There's just a couple of them. That's okay. That's all right. Run through the middle of them. Grab a grenade. I want you guys to get away, actually, real quick. Even though you're following me, I know it's a little bit how you're going. I'll quickly raid that one. You're so much quicker than you. All right, fine. Come over this way. I just don't want to harm. I do not want to harm the bookshelves. Good enough. Didn't kill Chelsea, but I did kill the businessman, so that's fine. So let's have a look in here. What have we got to deal with? Another 2, another 1. So that's 8 bookshelves in here. It's called the bookhouse for a reason. That's why. There's books bloody everywhere. I'll quickly scrap you. I'll raid the kitchen in case there's some extra food in it. I was hoping for a grill, but all right, fair enough. Then still can't grill the meat despite knowing how to. Ooh, and coffees and frothies. Absolutely. If I find them both, it'd be rude not to have them both. Put it inside me. Let me both get that depressant and that exhilarant. That's definitely not the right word. Don't care. Whatever. I'm just happy to find my best friends. Can we just all agree to forget the fact that my brain just forgot the word stimulant for a second there? Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's pretend it didn't happen like my brain pretended the word stimulant didn't happen. But anyway, bookcase. What have you got for me? Magnum Enforcer Volume 6. I can craft HP 44 ammunition, so that's hollow point. I just call it high power, but it's hollow point. So like the armor piercing rounds I was talking about, that's the other version as well. It does more damage to soft targets, but no damage to armor targets. Well, I think did they fix that? I think I might have fixed it. They keep doing like patches and nerfs and buffs and things like that, so it's hard to keep track of, but you do have various different kinds of ammunition available to you. Read that one. What have you got? Helmet light mod schematic. Interesting. Interesting. Always need. That's like the one universal mod that everyone needs to have. helmet light. I want to actually have the gubs to make that when I get back home. I think I'm short of flashlights. I'll keep an eye out for one. Flashlights are completely worthless, by the way. You can't hold a flashlight in your offhand, which I think is ridiculous. Machine Gunner Volume 4, craft drum magazines. Doesn't work for a rifle, but thanks anyway. Retractable stock mod, I'll take you or maybe sell you. And last but not least, I'll read you and I'll sell you. But yeah, you can't hold your flashlight in your offhand, so they're completely redundant in this game. Motion detection, sure, whatever, not really worthwhile. Robin Hood. Bows grade 20% slower, sure, and last but not least, baseball bats, craft steel clubs. So nothing particularly useful for this particular playthrough. I did find that sniper book in the other room, but it's always worth a chance, never know what you might stumble across. Speaking of, there's more loot to be found. As soon as this idiot wakes up and comes out the door. Oi! Not you, Loza, him. Missed it. Oh, shit, I should not have run past him. I'm trapped, I'm trapped. That was silly, Josh. Oh man, that was really bloody silly. Don't run into closed corners, Josh. Don't run into dead ends. That's a surefire way to get yourself killed. Don't do that. That was really bad. So did we ever actually figure out if bullets do penetrate now? Nope, doesn't seem like they do. Okay. That's unfortunate. I thought that regular ammo did actually penetrate, but I guess not. Or maybe it didn't do enough damage to you. We'll keep experimenting. If I have to make armor-piercing rounds to get target penetration, that's gonna suck. It definitely used to be, hey look, a flashlight, I was just talking about that. It definitely used to be that any ammo would penetrate and then the penetrator perk gave you extras, but I guess that's gone away now. Let's dye you green. Starting to find some dyes now, which is kind of fun. Wouldn't mind some extra JAWOODLE purple dye if the gods are listening. $1 do. Alright, that's fine. Moving up into the attic. We're starting to find like all the zombies in the world now. That's alright. I'm proficient enough now at my various weapons that I shouldn't have too much to worry about. As long as I don't do dumb shit again, like running into an empty closet. I'm going to try and go as stealthily as I can up here because you can do it without waking anybody up, which is a little bit difficult at the best of times. G'day, darling. How you doing? There's an arrow for your trouble. Ah, shit. Alright, that's fine. Just try and stay quiet. Stay crouched. Easy as no one woke up. I mean, Arlene did, but no one else in the attic did when I massacred Arlene's forehead. I see you. Tough shot, but should be able to make it work. Oh, that's a long shot too. I kind of like the challenge. Aim up a little bit. Did that count? That shot her in the tit. That definitely hit her in the chin. That's bullshit, game, and you know it. Bloody lied to it where my arrows hit. Bloody senseless. Alright, fine. Get over here. Get over here. Lick me stick for me. G'day, Chels. Rude. Heckin' rude. Just take it in the mouth like you're supposed to. I think everyone in here is now dead. No one hiding behind that one. Here's all the juicy loot, which I'm excited for. This guy's dead. He's lost his head. Definitely getting back up again after that one. Yep, it's all looking pretty vacant and clear. I am over in cupboard, which kind of sucks. I might have to scrap these things in the end anyway. Although, they just scrapped the paper, so I may as well read them and get XP for it than hold on to them and sell them later. You can get scrapped though, because you're not actually worth anything to me. Don't need that. Don't need that. I've got one coffee. I'm pretty bloody hungry actually, so, you know, I'll just make it out like it's real life. You know, instead of going and eating a snack, I'll just drink a coffee and pretend like that's enough nutrients for me. Ammo. What have you got? Sort of shotgun schematic, which I can't put that on the Dubsy because it's already sawed off, but I do have a gravedigger mod that have been super bloody helpful this morning when I was digging everything in the world up, but better late than never, I suppose. Another first aid bando, thank you. Don't need the regular one, that can just go away. Right, real quick, let's bust open all of these. That's not locked, which is really bloody good. Let's see, two bows, better gloves, another blundy boy, some iron arrows. Alright, I'm not upset. That's actually pretty good stuff for this point of the game. Bust open the Schematic crate. Hopefully you've got some food for me because I'm pretty bloody hungry. No, just a frothy. I mean, a frothy is basically just a liquid version of bread. Like, it's still all like mostly the same ingredients. Like, that's like if I went into the kitchen and stuffed my face full of a loaf of bread. Surely that would sustain me for a little bit longer. Ooh, a tier 4 bone knife, don't mind. I'll scrap you and use the bones out of it to repair this one. Grab that real quick, repair you. So you're better than that, but you're worth a bit of money, so I don't want to scrap you. I'll scrap the arrows, I'll replace... You've got some dye in you, so we'll grab you out of there and replace you with this one. Thank you for all your generous service to me, but you're no use to me anymore, so I'll kick you to the curb. Scrap you, and worth $12 reduce anyway. Don't need 2 bones. Scrap you. Although, why am I bother scrapping it? It's just giving me cloth fibers, so I don't really need those. That's worth quite a bit, though. You can go away too. How am I looking now? I'm no longer cucumbered, so I think we're pretty much good to go. The problem is now, though, that I have... Oh, I've got the top one. Working stiffs. Tier 4 axe. No, thank you. I'll take the mechanical parts, which will cucumber me again, because of course it bloody will. Scrap the crossbow bolts. Ooh. Rifle parts. And they're all worth a bit, too. Damn it, I'm gonna have to take that home. So this is kind of the problem, you know, you get to this point here where actually you have all this extra stuff that you just have to take home with you. This is why I needed the bike. It's gonna be a long run home while I'm way down like shit. I've just thrown away like the ammo that I found, like the shotgun rounds and the pistol rounds, because I don't use them anyway, so no point in me like lugging them all the way home again. We're all good in here. Yes, we are. All right, I need to get back out to, not that way, the front is this way. There we go, there's a window, easy buddy peasy, drop down to there, and back down to my chest down below. I somehow need to get, oh, I almost thought I was gonna break my ankle there. I somehow need to get all this stuff home. I could come back for it tomorrow. I have an hour before night time, and I've got to run across half a town. Doesn't seem like too much of an issue, but for me, it clearly is. I can't even take it all either. You can stay there, you can stay there. Just take home the stuff you actually need, Josh. Try not to take everything home with you. That's how you're going to get yourself sorted out. I don't know. Shit. Whatever. Redo. Try and free up some space. That's going to be enough. Oh, just how slow I am, though. It's going to take ages. No, we have to leave some things behind. I have to leave more things behind. I'm going to leave the wire tool there because it's not really actually going to serve me at all anyway. I'll turn all that wood into frames and throw away the last one. There we go. We're unencumbered. Got 50 minutes to head home. I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it going as slow as I was before, but more importantly, I am getting all the other stuff that I need, the actual important things. I'm getting those things home to make it into concrete with. So then tomorrow's day 6. The horde clearly comes at the end of day 7. You shouldn't need more than a day to make an effective base. Making a base isn't difficult, especially in the early game when you're not really facing that big of an issue. Making some sort of base to get through it isn't hard and shouldn't take more than a day, as long as you kind of know what you're doing. So I have some ideas of what bases are going to work for perception, especially with the hunting rifle and the spear. It's a shame that I don't have penetration on those rounds. I could have sworn that there definitely was penetration once you spec'd into penetrator. I'll have to double check that again, because I was kind of planning on lining some zombies up and using the rifle to take them down multiples at a time. But if I can't do that, it's gonna have to shift what my game plan is gonna be when I do come up against the horde. I'm not really sure what the best option is if I can't penetrate zombies. We'll have to just figure it out. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not panicking just yet. We'll figure this out. We'll be fine. Home sweet home again. Open up the hatches and let me inside, please. Thank you. I do actually really like how this house, well, my attic is kind of like panned out. So if a zombie comes to this door, I can get out there. They come to this door, I can get out there. I have 2 egress points. I'm not particularly boned if they come either way. I'm heckin' hungry though, so let's quickly nosh down some bacon and eggs. Gives me 36. I'm gonna need to eat gonna need to breathe first and then eat both of them. I'm gonna find some more eggs at some point, but that's all right. Now, real quick, sellables. All of you into there. You're nothing other than just like $signs for me. There is the nighttime noise, but that's okay. Now, you make me all of that. That's gonna leave me, I'm shy on crushed sand. So, just like last time, go like this, make crushed sand out of you. In fact, let's get you going first so I can double up on my concrete production. Now that's gonna give me, that's already 1,000 concrete. That's already bloody good. But then once the last bit is done, it's gonna be an extra like, what, 100 and a bit. So I should be able to make like 120 blocks into what do you call it, into wet concrete. So that's doable. 120 blocks is actually quite a bit, especially when you remember you only really need to properly upgrade, like upgrade to wet to concrete, the really important ones. So like the most important parts, like the pillars if you're building up off the ground, the parts where the zombie's gonna be, the weakest points, the most critical points, that's the bit you upgrade. But you do need to remember not to make the zombies' path too strong, or they'll find another way around with their super duper structural engineering degrees. I'll get into that more tomorrow. It's how the zombies think is a whole thing unto itself, but we can deal with that. That's not too hard. Put on the last of the concrete. There we go. I have 69 concrete powder left, although I think it's more than that, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a full extra 1,000 in there. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't ever feel the need to make cement in a forge. I find plenty of it out and about doing other shady shit. But more importantly, now I found the schematic for a helmet light mod, and I want it. So I need steel, polymers, duct tape, sewing kits. Okay, so steel, polymers, sewing kits, and duct tape. And what was the last one? The flashlight, which I put into there. I knew I brought it home for a reason, except you need to make it at the freaking workstation, Josh. Idiot. Idiot. My workbench is down at Trader Potatoes. There's like a spare one next door as well in one of the garages around there. But more importantly, I can't actually get to access to one. I can't make myself one because I don't have the schematic for it yet. That's a shame. I guess I have to do that tomorrow. So what is the plan for tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna have to be it's a really important day. Oh, I mean, I say that every day. Every day in the first week is an important day. So tomorrow, I'm gonna need to go get the concrete out of there, which will take a long time. This is why I want to get your concrete production going as early as possible. So half an hour, that's half a day. That's 12 in-game hours. So that's going to take a real long time to be done. Let's have some concrete to use, but I can actually go ahead. I'll grab that one actually. And I need to make myself some flagstone. How long are you going to, nope. All right, we've got one apparently. How long are you going to take to make all of you? Only 4 minutes to make 250, but it's all of that. I don't need 250. Actually, let's just go. Let's do it like this. Let's go 200 of you. It'll take a couple of minutes to do. So I still have some cobble left over to upgrade those blocks. We're going to need to upgrade from flag to cobble to concrete. So make sure I have those leftover resources where I need them. But that should be fine. So I can build it out of flagstone first. Figure out where the critical areas are. Then go get the concrete to upgrade those. And while I'm waiting for that, I can go to Trader Potatoes, build myself the helmet light mod, so then in the dark, I can still see stuff. Always need to see things. It's either those on NVGs. I prefer the helmet light mod. I just don't like the green tint of the night vision goggles. But I think we're doing pretty okay. I think we're doing fine. Our red gun is looking splendorous in the torchlight as well. So I think I might have to leave this episode here. Let's get into the pointing end. Let's get to the pointing end of the week. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying these like guide videos about how to play Perception. It's kind of different to what I used to do, like with like the traditional Let's Play content, but I felt like it was something that was lacking in the 7 Days world. So I have to come back and continue with the Perception guide videos in the next episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.